it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing a video that talks about Megan Thee Stallion's natal chart. I'll be speaking on her characteristic and personality traits and how a lot of the placements in her chart has led to her success, and also just giving a great explanation of her chart overall. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. Also, please share this video with all your friends, your family members, your enemies, or anyone in general who you know who would love this video, who would appreciate this video, and who's also a Meg Thee Stallion fan. And if you also have not yet gotten a bottle or purchased the whole bundle of Gael Beauty Rooibos Tea collection, then this is your timing to do so. You can purchase the Gael Beauty Rooibos body soap, body spray, and body butter. They will work wonders on your body. It's natural, it's great for the environment, and it's just a lovely product. The website will be linked down below. Now let's get right into the video, lovelies. Meg Thee Stallion was born on February 15th, 1995, so this qualifies her to be an Aquarius. And with this placement in the sun section, she is known for being brilliant and the ability to think outside the box. If you've been able to look at Meg Thee Stallion's life, she is such a brilliant lady. She's such a brilliant person, and the music that she makes, she writes every last one of them. She's also able to think outside of the box, which has caused her to be a person in her own right, and a person who's very unique. People in this generation and previous generations to come, or previous generations that have come, have not seen anyone like her, so she really does live up to her Sun in Aquarius placement. Next up would be her moon in Leo. With this placement, she's a person who loves to entertain family, friends, and she loves to be wild, funny, and charming. This is who she is to the core of her heart. And this is a great placement for her, especially because it's a fire sign, so she's always going to be entertaining, and she's always going to be entertained because she's just a fun person like that. And also with this placement, she has such a zest for life. She has joy, courage, and strength, and she has a great demeanor and charisma, and just people love to be around her because of her self-confidence. The people around her at times would love to get that type of self-confidence that she has, so they try their best to be around her as much as they can so that could rub off on them. And if you've seen her whole career, she's been such a confident person, and she's been entertaining, so this is something that she's great in. She lives up to her Leo in moon placement. Next up is her Mercury in Aquarius, and this is great for her to have her Sun and Mercury in the same sign. And with this placement, she thrives on being different from others and is very confident that her point of view is the correct one. She's also going to be a very clear and precise person. She's going to be impersonal. She does not give lead for continuing a conversation, especially if she knows that her point of view is the right point of view. She's always concerned about the welfare of the masses, and she does this when she would give out money through Cash App, and she would give out Bitcoin, so she really does live up to that. She is very inventive, and she is very unique, and she has excellent ideas, so she really does live up to her Mercury and Aquarius placements. Next up is her Venus in Capricorn, and with this placement, she loves to show her love through responsible and logical gestures instead of romantic actions. a lot of Capricorn placements aren't really romantic in the traditional way. However, they'll do something for you. They'll have acts of love as a love language, and they'll do things to make you happy and to benefit you in the long run. She loves to impress with intelligence and determination. She likes predictability in her relationship. She likes to appear to others as very important as they are to her. She may be conservative and may be shy, but she tries to hide it behind defenses, and she's such a hardworking person, and these really do represent Meg the Stallion. Next up is her Leo in Mars. With this placement, she is one of the most ambitious people in the world with a tenacious and fiery nature. This is something that can be said about Meg because she works very hard, she works tirelessly, and she is very ambitious. She wants to accomplish all of her goals, and she's been able to do that from her graduating college while she's in the music industry and working full time, and her being able to go to #1, her winning so many Grammys. She is such an ambitious person, and she has a lovely fiery nature that is beneficial to her. She's the type of person that will ask why not. She's the type of person who will believe in herself and know that she can do anything, and she loves to be the inspirations of others so they know that they can do what they want to do. Next up is her Jupiter and Sagittarius. With this placement, she uses her enthusiasm and optimism to attract good fortune in her life. And this is not shocking at all because Sagittarius, they do have a lot of optimism in themselves, which leads them to always accomplish every last one of their goals. So her optimism helps her attract good fortune, because when she looks at something positive, then she's gonna know, wow, I can do it. And if something may come in her pathway, she'll look at it like, you know what, this is a stepping stone, this is not a stumbling block, and I'm just gonna continue on to accomplish every last one of my goals. And she has a lot of enthusiasm, and that's another trait that comes with the fire sign. They're very enthusiastic, and she just loves to have fun. So her being enthusiastic and optimism has led to her good fortune. Next up is her Saturn in Pisces. And with this placement, she will look down on issues as very unimportant in the grand scheme of things. And this is something that comes from her seeing the bigger picture. She's not looking at the obstacle that is right in front of her at the moment and looking at it like an issue, but she's looking at it like, okay, this is going to be used for me to accomplish all of my goals, and this is also going to be used for me so I can gain something out of it and learn a lesson out of it. So she's not going to look at it like something big. It may be big, however, to her, she'll be like, oh, you know, like I can do anything, so I'll be fine regardless of what is set in front of me. Even though at times with this placement, she may have to make a lot of personal sacrifices, however, with the mindset with this placement, she'll be perfectly fine. Next up is her Uranus and Capricorn. With this placement, it's all about planning for the future as much as possible, and this makes her very innovative. So, Meg the Stallion is a very hard worker. She makes sure that she's always working, and this is due to this placement. She always wants to make sure that she's good for the future and not only for now. And she and her peer group seek out practical solutions in changing society's attitudes to customs, traditions, and authority structures. And this is great because it helps her be revolutionary, and it helps her really be innovative, and she's able to open a lens on subjects and open a lens on things that people probably in previous generations didn't want to or didn't really think was important to. Next up is her Neptune in Capricorn. With this placement, she tends to focus on ways to increase her power, wealth, and influence. And this is very important with almost every placement in Capricorn. The end goal is always to increase their power in any sector that they're in any industry that they're in. Also is to increase the wealth that they have as well. They want to make sure that for generations to come, generations after them are doing very good. And she wants to make sure that till the day she passes, or anyone with this placement, that they're good, that they're fine, that when they grow older, they don't have to work that much either. And also she would like to increase her influence. Increasing her influence is something that she is great at. She has social media, she always posts on there, and she loves to interact with society, so she really lives up to this placement. Next up is her Pluto and Sagittarius, and this is due to her being born between 1995 and 2008. So she's a part of Generation Z. With this placement, this generation likes to talk about freedom, experimenting, exploration, and risk. And they love to have optimism, the thrill of living, and possibilities. So with this placement, she's also the type of person who always wants to search to add to her wealth of knowledge and for her enjoyment. So because she's a part of Generation Z, this is the main theme of this generation, and they just want to make sure that they have enough knowledge just for fun. You know, it's not for school, it's not for education, but just to get information on the past and to make sure that they don't repeat anything in the future. Up next would be her North Node in Scorpio. So in order for her to have or develop her hidden gifts and talents, she would need to develop these attributes. First is self-discipline, also choosing constructive change, releasing whatever causes stagnation and low energy, eliminating non-useful possessions, enjoying things without having to own them, accepting support from others, whether that's money, ideas, or opportunities, enjoying high-risk situations that make one feel alive, awareness of other psychology, openness to partnering, supporting, and merging powers with others. And also her mission would be to find power in her emotions. So this is her mission / attributes that she'll need to develop in order for her to gain all of her hidden talents. Next up is her Kiron and Virgo, and with this placement, she probably had something in her childhood that took place. Maybe her parents were unorganized, or you just had a life that was very strict, so you lacked a lot of freedom. And you know, it was just very routine, so you had to just keep on with the routine. And sometimes you might overwork yourself because of the routine you had at home, and they wanted to make sure that you were always doing something productive. So in order for you to be healed from this, try your best to say no. And I know it's hard. If you don't want to do something and you know that you don't have the energy to do it, just say no. It's okay to say no. And if those people truly loved you, then it would be okay for you to say no to them, because they respect your boundaries and they respect you saying no to them. Next up is her Taurus ascendant / rising. With this placement, she tends to be stubborn sometimes. She is very loyal though. She's very careful and cautious. She's inflexible or single-minded. She may be self-indulgent at times. She has the appearance of being strong. She has a very comforting presence. She may be artistic, which she is. She's very charismatic and she has a pleasant voice. Also, she's very dependable, very musical, and she's a steady person, and she's also very practical and very nurturing. So this is her ascendant / rising in Taurus means, and I believe she lives up to every last part of them, especially her being very musical and nurturing, because she's a very nice and kind person. Lastly would be her midheaven in Capricorn. With all of the midheavens, the three most successful ones are Aries, Capricorn, and Leo. So with this placement, she works very hard, and it gives her the best of both worlds. She's very systematic, she's very competitive, she's very caring, and she's very understanding. And she uses these skills to reach to her ultimate goal or her ultimate success. With this placement, she also feels as though she has to make an impact on this world, and she is making an impact because the things that she does is very new and it's rare, and not a lot of other artists do what she does. So she is literally accomplishing her Capricorn in midheaven, and she is really showing that success. Thank you so much for watching my video, lovelies. That is all I have for you, lovelies, today in regards to Meg Thee Stallion's natal chart. Please let me know down below how you felt about it. And did you learn anything new from Meg Thee Stallion or learn anything more about her? Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos. Also hit that like button and share this video with everyone you know. Also follow me on all of my social media accounts. They're linked down below, and also they are on the screen. I also did open up a new Facebook account yesterday, so I am on Facebook now as well. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and please know that you're loved and you're appreciated, and know that you can do anything you want. Okay, bye, lovelies. Love you dearly.